What is up, my favorite people? I traded Bitcoin for Ethereum. How to make money in the next 7 days. If you want to make some cheddar in the next 7 days, watch the rest of this video. I got you, dog. I got you. This strategy is golden. This strategy is guaranteed money. Okay, that's not how we should talk. Nothing's guaranteed, but Bitcoin's pumping, baby. Are we back? Is it alt season again? Are we going to start screaming again? Maybe we should. I'm just kidding. Maybe let's not scream, but this is pretty crazy. We have over the next 7 days, we have a 7-day window for a Bitcoin ETF to be approved. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Stay till the end because that is pretty much my strategy for how you can make money the next 7 days. And this is kind of why everyone freaked out yesterday. BlackRock also, not only have they filed for a Bitcoin ETF, they have filed for an Ethereum ETF. And that is why, my friends and my comrades, or whoever you are, I only said comrades because I watched a show about space last night and the Russians were getting to Mars. Sorry about that. Anyway, I traded Bitcoin for Ethereum. Woohoo! Why'd I do that? I shouldn't have done that. It's a Bitcoin spot ETF, Kale. There's a Bitcoin spot ETF coming. I know, okay? I didn't trade all of it, trust me. I traded a little pequeño amount of my Bitcoin for Ethereum because I'm thinking that... What is up with my voice today? Here's why. Okay, number one, the Ethereum chart. It looks cool. Okay, it doesn't look that cool, but here's the deal. I've seen so many charts. I don't really know why people are saying this. I don't honestly have the data because I don't care enough. I've seen people that are really smart and that are trading this and that are better traders than me. And basically what I've deduced from Twitter is that the price of Bitcoin is so much higher than the price of Ethereum right now, based on the ETF news, that in order for Ethereum to be equal with Bitcoin on how much it's run up, we need to go all the way up to like $2,700 just to be equal. Just to be equal. That is like, woohoo, way up here. That is a horrible line. Do you see that? We are going to come up to $2,700 just to match the gains that we already have on Bitcoin. Does that make sense? You see how Bitcoin's already gone up a lot more? It's gone up a lot more because of the ETF news. Ethereum has not really done that yet. Ethereum is still stuck down here in this range that it's been in for months. And so what people are saying is that in order for it to catch up with Bitcoin, which it often does in markets, we are probably going to $2,700. And so when I see charts like that and very simple logic like that, it's very hard for your boy to ignore it. So I do think that's true. I think that this ETF news is kind of just... I don't think it really matters, but I do think that it's a reason for people to get a little greedier, and so I'm going to just take advantage of that greed. I honestly, this is not going to go live until, next year, and we can party then. We can buy a lot of Ethereum then. However, this news is like, okay, you're not making enough. For all these people that were too late to Bitcoin, right? There's so many people out there that are like, damn, I just heard about this Bitcoin ETF. I really want to buy Bitcoin, but then they see this chart, and they're like, oh, shit. I can't do it. It's already pumped too much. Ethereum is just the perfect, it's the perfect side piece right now. It's the perfect place to go because it just hasn't pumped as much, and it's just what people are going to do. Okay, so what I would do if I was you, if you haven't bought any yet, buy some Ethereum, maybe do 50-50 Ethereum, Bitcoin. I think Solana has gone way too high. I don't understand this at all. We got FTX selling into this, don't we? FTX has all of this Solana. What is going on with my mouse here? FTX is selling all of this Solana, and the price still just keeps going. I don't know. That's a scary chart, guys. I'm not buying Solana when it looks like a vertical line. Let's just buy it. Please don't buy Solana. I don't know. Maybe it goes to 100. Honestly, I don't care. Good for you guys. If you bought it at $9, good for you. I think we just focus on Ethereum and Bitcoin. We have huge news events. BlackRock is getting into ETH, and an ETF is coming in the next 7 days. So let's just get on with it. Kale, you're going too slow. I'm sorry. I didn't have my coffee. I'm sorry. How can you make money in the next 7 days? That's what you promised me, Kale. Show me how to make money in the next 7 days. All right, here's how. It's very simple. These two guys control the entire market, Eric Balchunas and James Seifert. So all you got to do is you got to tweet at them and say, give me more content. Give me more content. Go to my tweet on Twitter and just retweet this because we want to make sure that Eric and Jeff give us more content. Because if these guys give us more content about Bitcoin and Ethereum, I know it sounds stupid, but if they do, the market will go up. It's really dumb that these two guys, they don't even have that many followers. They have 50,000 followers. I have more followers than these guys. But these guys are and he has 152. That's pretty cool. These guys are single-handedly controlling the crypto market right now. I am not joking you, okay? So if they tweet, we will make money. So stupid. That's not the strategy, okay? The strategy is not to get them to tweet. However, we should obviously badger them just for fun. But here's the strategy, okay? A brief window opens. Can you guys see this? Because my face is probably covering this. Let me move my little face. I'll move it up here. Woohoo! That's trippy. It's so trippy. Can't even look at it. Okay. I'm up here, okay? A brief window opens on November 9th. Well, that was yesterday. For the SEC to potentially prove all 12 U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF applicants, including Grayscale's GBTC. It will be open for at least 8 days. 8 days! Even if approvals don't arrive this month, we still believe there's a 90% chance of approval by January 10th. Okay, so we have like I said, guys, you got 7 days. You got 7 days, a window here, where the SEC could potentially approve all of the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And the reason for this is because they don't want to choose and pick and only approve one of them. So they only have like an 8-day window to either reject or not reject these ETFs. Does that make sense? Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit later in the year. And so to make money in the next 7 days, guys, you just got to play that news. I think we're going up in anticipation of that potentially being true. So let's just do the Bitcoin chart again. You could do Bitcoin or Ethereum. I would, 50-50. I think at this point they're going to go up simultaneously, probably about the same speed, just because of this news that we just had yesterday with the ETF. So either one, I think will go up here. But let's just mark out 7 days here. Okay, let's just do it. Let's do it. Okay, vertical line, 7 days. Where is it? 7 days from now is the 17th. All right, 17th. Wow, that is close. Look at how close that. Okay, I got to zoom in. We don't have a lot of time. Okay, so let's just say, just hypothetically, that everyone on Twitter, or that these guys, these two dudes, start getting excited. They start tweeting about the ETF because we rally them up a little bit. I'm just kidding. But they're probably gonna start tweeting about this more as the deadline approaches, right? Like, 5 days left, 4 days left. Just hypothetically. I mean, they're going to. That's what they do. And so when they do this, the market's gonna get excited. They're gonna say, well, what if? What if there's a chance? Oh shit, let me move it 17th again. I'm trying to show you guys this. Okay. What if there's a chance it gets approved? And the way markets work, guys, is that let's say it does get approved in the next 7 days. What price do we think that that Bitcoin will rocket up to? I would say probably like $48,000. Literally, I think if this gets approved, Bitcoin is going to $48,000 in like one candle. Okay, so that is what we would call risk. That is what we would, or opportunity, whatever you want to call it. If you're shorting, either way, your risk is that Bitcoin does this. Because these two dudes are correct, okay? This Eric Balchunas guy and this other guy are correct. Now, if that's the risk, if it's an $11,000 risk, if it's let's measure that. What percentage move is that? Where's my little stick? It is a 30% potential move. 30%. And we're talking on Bitcoin, which is a very stable asset. If your risk is 30%, that you could be wrong and that the ETF could get approved in the next few days, don't we think that the price will kind of, go up a little bit to match that risk? Because what percentage, what you have to do if you're really calculating this like someone on Wall Street, which obviously we're not because we're idiots, but if we were, we would try to calculate what is the percent chance that this occurs, that the ETF gets approved in the next 7 days and goes up 30%. I would say it's probably, off the top of my head, 25% chance. I don't think it's a huge chance, but there's a chance. Okay, so 25% chance. The price of Bitcoin is $37,100. So what you would have to do is you would have to add in the you would have to subtract these two numbers, 48,000 from the price it is now, which is 37,000. This is like a really traditional way to do it, guys. But this is what the big dogs do, okay? You subtract the two prices, which is like 11K, and then you take 25% of that number. You see what I'm saying? 11K. You take 25% of that. I'm not going to do the math, but you just times 0.25, and it is. Can I do math in my head on public television? It's like $3,000. It's like $4,000. It's like $3,000, $3,500, which puts us right at 40K. Okay, so the expected value of Bitcoin over the next 7 days, in my opinion, is about 40K, depending on what percentage you assign this event. Okay, so in my opinion, we're going to 40K Bitcoin in the next 7 days. There's just, the market is going to calculate this. They're going to figure it out in their head. They're going to be like, okay, well, okay. And then it's just going to go to 40K. So you're basically guaranteed, I shouldn't say guaranteed, but over the next 7 days, we're going to probably touch 40K, 42K, something like that. Now, how can you play this? How can you make money? Well, a very simple way would just be to buy now at 37,000 and sell it at 40,000. Or you could use leverage and get totally wiped out and lose your home. So I wouldn't use leverage. Or you could just buy Ethereum and sell it when Bitcoin hits $40,000 and $44,000. You're welcome. I just made you money. It's basically free money. Now, I guess what's more important though is, Kale, what happens if none of this occurs? Let me delete some of these, okay? What happens if we get the 7 days, this whole made up event that they're saying it's going to get approved in the next 7 days? What if that doesn't happen? Okay, let's theoreticize. Here's some more ways you can make money, okay? Because we've already determined that the price of Bitcoin is likely going to go to $40,000, and wait to see if it's a yes or a no right here, okay? A yes would obviously take us up to 48K, I think. If it's a no, what's going to happen? Well, price of Bitcoin probably going to come back down. Probably going to come back down and wait a little bit, I would say, in this range that we've already been in, and wait until we do get approval, right? Which could be in December. I think it would probably be in December, sometime before Christmas. I really don't think that this SEC Gary Gensler dude is going to want to go home, go to the Hamptons, and then come back and approve a bunch of Bitcoin ETFs. Because remember, his deadline, a 90% chance of approval is January 10th. And I think it's more like a 100% chance now that BlackRock has filed for an ETF. Okay, so we know it's coming, but he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it after Christmas, in my opinion. So I think he's going to come. He would do it. If he doesn't do it in the next 10 days, he's probably going to do it in December or something. Okay, so let's make a line there. So it would get approved here sometime in December, and then it would go back up. And so what I'm doing, guys, if you want to probably go back to 48K again, something like this, right here. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you how to make money either over a 7-day period here, trading from 37K to 40K or 48K, right? Just watch the news, get on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and play this range here, because all you have to do is follow me or follow these two dudes, and you can trade this range and you can make a lot of money. You can trade it on the way up, you could trade it on the way down. And then let's say it doesn't happen. Then you have another month span here where you can accumulate some Bitcoin at lower prices, because you know the ETF is coming and people are going to get freaked out. People are going to get freaked out about this. So you know the ETF's coming, so you can buy Bitcoin down here lower, and then you can ride it up again when it gets approved. And you can do the same thing with ETH. I think ETH will just follow Bitcoin. So I'll just talk about the price of Bitcoin, but you could easily just do the exact same thing with Ethereum. So I hope that helped you guys out. I will see you guys later. Hey, retweet this for the love of God if you liked it. All right, love you guys. Bye.